One of the most important things with being a United States citizen or being over 18 years old will be the opportunity to vote. And we are in the middle of a presidential election, and there's a lot of talk that people aren't going to vote because they just don't agree with either of the candidates. But there's a lot of advantages that come to voting. For example, if you vote, then you won't, you can complain about the outcome technically because you kind of had a say in it, but there's a lot of people who, if they don't vote at all, they still will complain no matter what, and in reality you didn't really do anything or make an impact at all, so you can't really complain that much about it. And another thing will be, we are forming the future for the kids that are being brought up, and they kind of are relying on us in a way because we're setting how the world is going to be ran when they get older, and I don't know, I feel like they're depending a lot on us. Another thing would be it kind of honors the country because the founding fathers purposely gave us all these rights and these opportunities to be able to kind of influence the government because we're living in a democracy, so people should have a say in it, and I feel like it's just a way of honoring the country. Another thing would be it kind of affects everything that's not just the president you're voting for, because the president can appoint people and that can affect your day-to-day life, like the states, many other smaller things, not just the presidential role. Another thing would be it sets example for the youth, because if there's children seeing their parents going out and not voting, they kind of think it's okay and they don't really need to have any say or influence what happens in their life, but people kind of just think that whatever happens, it's not going to hit them head on. And I think it is most important to vote during this election because it is a time where the country needs us, and we don't really know what's going to happen with either of the candidates that get brought in. And either way, there's going to be a lot of complaining, but if you vote, then you won't be able to complain.